All right, welcome back, guys and girls, to another episode. So, what on earth is going on with crypto? Is this the end? Are we going now? Are we in fact, a bear market? It's true when we look at the Bitcoin, the rest of crypto, we are in a bear trend. That's for sure. But are we now entering the next 2 year bear market? And what happened to alt season if that's the case? So make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so. You can go and check out my latest videos. I haven't been publishing the last couple of weeks just due to a lot of work that I've been doing as a teacher. Got a lot of copies to mark, etc. But I'm happy when I can bring these videos out to you. So leave a thumbs up, smash that like button, hit that bell notification so you can be notified with each and every video. And yeah, when things settle down with my work, I should be publishing more videos, especially if we are going into a bear market long term over the next few years. I still want to keep publishing those videos, not just here for the bull run. So the situation is, guys, if we look at October, on my channel and also the podcast that I do with KDevKed, so Edo and I, you can go and check out our podcast and what we were talking about with October being a carbon copy of the 2018 October. And we spoke about at length the possibility of November being exactly the same. Now, obviously, nothing follows 100% exactly, but history rhymes. And when we look at what happened when we had this 3.83%, 3.69, very, very similar. 2018, we went down 36.5%. Right now, we are minus 16%. So are we going to go lower? It's a possibility, guys. Of course, everything I say is not financial advice, so please do not trade based on what I say. Do not buy any crypto that I talk about. I do this for my own pleasure, and I just want to keep you up to date with the current market. So most of us are here not for Bitcoin. Most of us are here because we want to make money with the altcoins, which we'll talk about in just a second, the dominance and the rest of the space. So the monthly returns for October and now for November, yeah, not looking great, and it's indicating we're in a short-term bear trend for sure, but is this going to turn into a long bear trend for the next 18 months to 2 years? Sadly, I don't have the answer. No one can tell you what the future will bring with the world of cryptos. Something can just happen tomorrow, and we bounce up to the upside with Bitcoin. So one of the bad things that we're seeing right now, we're not having that V-shaped recovery. The 50 EMA ribbon, the weekly EMA, has been broken, which wasn't a great sign, as you can see, and we've just basically, it's like a waterfall all the way down to, we went as low as 88,500 US dollars, and we've got this support around here, which I've spoken about again on my channel. We've got this support around the 80k to the 86,000 US dollars right here. So are we going to use the 100 weekly EMA as a bounce to back up to the upside, or are we going to go through it? If we do go through it, then sadly, if we just go back to our last bull run, when we broke through it here back in May 2022, we collapsed all the way down. Let's have a look. We collapsed from this point, the lowest point, yeah, we collapsed 57%. Now, I'm not saying Bitcoin's going to collapse 57% from that point, but we just have to, take a step back. Of course, I want Bitcoin to go to 1 million. I want the altcoins to absolutely blow to the upside, but I'm also realistic. Take a step back and just look at the bigger picture. Of course, one day Bitcoin will hit 1 million US dollars and the altcoins will have an altcoin season. But right now, we've only had altcoin rallies. We've had steps up to 100, maybe 128k was, 127k was the all-time high for this cycle. And again, I could be completely wrong. We could get a bounce off the 100 weekly moving average and hopefully have that V-shaped recovery before the year ends. It's not looking pretty, that's for sure, but if we do get some support around here and we do jump back up, or bounce back up I should say, then the next level of resistance, well, we've got resistance here at 94k, again up here at 100,000, so that six-figure Bitcoin will have some potential resistance there. So what we need is yes, maybe some good news to come in. People to start going into a bit of a frenzy because it's the Christmas period where we get a rally to the upside. If we don't with Bitcoin, because maybe the money now, institutional money, investors, small players like myself will probably start jumping into altcoins because they see altcoins as a more of a potential means to make bigger gains faster. So with that in mind, with Bitcoin below the EMA, we did speak about the Bollinger Bands, but I just wanted, just for today's episode, keep it very brief with Bitcoin about the EMA ribbon, the fact that the 50 weekly is not a good sign that we're broken through, and is the 100 EMA ribbon going to hold? If it does, then we should have a reversal, short term for sure. Long term, well, we've got a few legs to go to get back to our old all-time high. So just going over to the Bitcoin dominance, looks like it's rolling over with the dominance. This would be a good sign for the altcoins. If this collapses and people are fed up with Bitcoin, then expect the altcoins to rally. I'm not even sure we're going to hopefully we'll have an altcoin season. We haven't had an altcoin season yet, and I've said this many times. Some of you have commented, yeah, we have had an altcoin season. No, we've had altcoin rallies here and here. This was not an altcoin season. This was not an altcoin season. Yes, we did go into the altcoin season blue here, but only for less than 2 weeks, and we quickly came back inside to neutral, and now, yeah, we're 26%. So this was really not so long ago. No, it was the fear and greed. Now we're at 15. We're at extreme fear, guys. So usually when people are extremely fearful, that's the best time to buy. And of course, the reversal, when everyone's extremely greedy, that's the best time to sell. So right now, am I telling you to buy? No, I'm not. But if you use that logic, when everyone's fearful, we should be buying. I'm just, yeah, you can see it on my screen. We're 15% out of 100 for the extreme fear. So for me personally, I'm not getting anything at this moment because I want Bitcoin to lead the way, unless I do see a collapse with the Bitcoin dominance of around the 57.75%. If we do break below this area here and we do come lower here, then yeah, I'll probably start getting excited for the altcoins, because we'll probably come and retest some of these lows here at 48%, 44%, and I'm looking to jump out around the 44 and the 40% before we go back. If we do have an altcoin season, guys, before the real bear market. But at the moment, it's not looking great because Bitcoin's been going down. Everything has been in the red, losing money left, right, and center. But yeah, the real altcoin season, guys, is something like we can see here, where we just have weeks and weeks, several weeks, where we collapse 30-40%. So you can clearly see on the screen, this is nothing here and here compared to this collapse. And this was from, what was interesting, this started, in fact, in December of 2020, and it finished in May of 2021. So we did have that collapse, and when we had this collapse, it came from March 22nd to May the 10th, so 2 months of the Bitcoin dominance crashing and the altcoins soaring, going sky high. So are we going to see something similar where we have like a 2 month period, maybe December and January, where people are fed up with Bitcoin, and are the altcoins going to rally for Christmas and for the New Year's going into 2026? Let me know in the comments. That's pretty much it for today, guys and girls. Make sure to subscribe. Again, leave any comments in the comment section below. That would be really helpful. You've got my affiliate links there as well to Coinbase, Weex, and there was another. You'll find the other link in the description to another exchange. So thanks again, and see you next time. Bye bye.